Hello dear Ruby, here is your fringe cutting tutorial as promised, as I've decided that today's the day. My hair is a little bit wet, I've just washed it. That's the first step in it. You need to wash your hair, have clean hair when you cut it. Then you're going to separate your bang. I hope you can see okay, the lighting's not the greatest in here. Separate your fringe away from the rest of your hair. So I've got these like slightly longer pieces for face framing. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, I was interrupted there by viewing that I have later today. Anyway, okay. Separate your fringe from the rest of your hair. You can tie the rest of your hair up if you'd like. I don't need to. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Separate it as well from your face framing pieces, the longer bits, because we will deal with that after. So, you want to grab the body of your fringe, kind of the triangle of it, and bring it all to the middle. I have a comb and I have scissors. That's all you're going to need. I recommend getting like the proper hairdressing scissors from Superdrug because kitchen scissors, you just don't get a very good cut. Okay, you can kind of readjust when you're about to do it. Trying to get my parting right. 1 second. You bring it all to the middle. This is the scary part. But it's not really that scary because it always works. So you bring it flat onto your nose. You're gonna look crazy. I usually aim for my nose bridge here if I want a slightly shorter fringe. And I kind of do today, I feel like. So, big moment. You bring it there and you just cut straight across. Didn't fully go in my back. I always accidentally leave a bit as well, so don't fear if that happens to you. It's quite hard to get the other side. Just straighten it out. Okay. Then, I usually do these little chop bits here, but I don't actually know if that helps anything. Then bring it out, see what we're working with. So it's a good length, and because my hair is slightly damp, it will go up, but I kind of want to go a little bit shorter. But yeah, I'm just gonna bring it straight across again. You can kind of, once you've done your first chop, you can decide if you want to cut into it to be shorter while it's across, or you can bring it back in. Trust me, I've been doing this for years. Okay, I'm gonna bring it, if I cut it to here, I'm gonna try up here. But not too much. I have to remember my hair is wet and I'm actually fully pulling it down. So I'm gonna snip that. Down and a bit. Okay. I'll do there, because now it's resting while wet on my eyebrows. So, next. Comb it out again, just so you can see fully what you've cut. And then start to bring the side bits back into it as well, because we need to start thinking about them. So I'm going to start going around and just making sure that these are the same sides or the same length, because these ones are slightly longer than these ones. So I'm literally just going down at an angle. Okay. Does pretty good. And then I like it when my fringe kind of swoops down. And I don't know if I'm just making it up, but I swear this is what they do at salon. So I take the middle bit. Maybe I'll make it slightly thicker than that. Section of the middle of the fringe, and I cut it slightly shorter. But I cut it kind of according to which way the fringe is going. So on this side, you kind of cut like a triangle into the bottom of it if you can. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? So that side, and then the other. Like that. But then a little bit of just cutting upwards to make it less straight. That's also because I like movement. I can't remember if your fringe is fully straight, but this is how I do it. Okay. And then I've had some issues recently with like this part of my fringe. I'm gonna cut that bit slightly shorter as well. For the longer side bits, this is probably where my hairdresser would be like, oh, it doesn't connect as well, but I kind of like it when they're longer. But I'll cut the very edge pieces just slightly. Where did that bit come from? Here. And because I've been touching my hair, my fringe is drying, which is ideal. When you start just slightly damp, it will dry as you cut, and then you can get a good idea of what it actually looks like and how it will naturally sit. And I usually, to get my fringe to swoop out, I just take the ends and I like twizzle them out, like in between my fingers. I just rub them out the way. But there is one thing that we've not done yet. We're gonna do it now. And this part's gonna be scary, but, well, it's scary to you, but I promise you, nothing bad will happen. It's just a bit jarring. Because what you have to do is you're grabbing your whole fringe again. Well, the middle bit, not the face framing bits. And come out. So basically all that styling I just did was for nothing, but that's fine. Comb out, grab it, and we're bringing it straight up. This is a trick I learned on TikTok and it actually works. So I've kept doing it, but I don't really know how it works. It just does. So we bring the fringe up. These little pieces will fall down, that's fine, if you have those little baby hairs. Also, look at my pure ginger streak, can you see that? That's my natural ginger. The rest of it's brown, I don't know what happened. Anyway, bring that all up, and then make sure it's like 2 fingers back from your forehead, can be even more. Straight up. Quite hard to keep a hold of the hair and do everything at once. It's easier when it's someone else's head and you're doing this, but it is possible to do by yourself. So you bring it back on your head and then lift it straight up, and you're going to take those 2 fingers off the top. I know it looks crazy, and I know bits are falling down, but I swear to you, I'm going to do it to prove it. Make sure my finger's straight first. Yeah, looks good. And that helps your fringe to curve round more because you've factored in the natural curve of your head. gives it some layers. I also do a bit of this if I want it to swoop, just bring it back and then kind of in from the sides so I can get where I want it to sit. But there we go. There's my fringe. If I shake it, that's how it sits, and I can kind of then see, like, maybe I want to clean up that little straight bit there. Okay, and there you have it. I've cut my fringe. Oh, I'm so pale. So, there we are. It's not even, oh, hair in my eye. It's not even fully dry yet, but it's saying nicely, so I'm just gonna leave it now. Otherwise I get a little too scissor happy and I end up with my fringe up here. But I'm happy with how this one is sitting, and I quite like the little choppy bits, so I'm gonna cut that one right now. But yeah, thought I'd show you with it more dry as well, more styled. I wet it again after cutting it and then kind of just move it all towards the opposite side, or towards the side it's on, I guess. This thing is still happening, but a fringe is a fringe. So I hope my tutorial was helpful. It is trial and error, and as long as you can leave the bathroom afterwards, I think it's fine. But those are my tips, those are my tricks, that's what I do every time. So yeah, good luck!